I found some Japanese playlists I'm just listening to, just trying to shake things up a bit. Seem fine. I'll send you the link of what I'm listening to. I don't think it's bad. I don't listen to any Japanese music, but this actually sounds pretty nice. I'm gonna be a little quiet this stream. I'm not really gonna be answering any questions or anything because I'm just trying to get this done. But I figured I'd stream the process because it could be cool to look back on. I have to do fences, and the fences suck. I think that's good. It kind of separates his farm from the main road. I don't know if he needs another fence. We'll have to do the... We're going to do the church things later. Honestly, Field Guard, I've never heard any of this music before, but it's kind of funky. It's... I don't know. A little jazzy, too. I don't mind it, man. I might listen to this playlist, and then I might hit up some real jazz afterwards. I really didn't mind it. I really don't mind the music. I think it would look better to cap this fence, maybe with some bushes. That doesn't look good. Maybe like this. There, kind of. I don't know. Should I finish the? Fences just take so damn long. Look at this. Okay, look at this map here. Look. Look how much more we have to do. Ready? I'm still zooming out. Okay. Okay. It keeps going. So you can see how big this map is. It's a lot of detail. It's been taking me days. I'm never doing this again. This map is way too big. All the maps are going to be way smaller than this. So it is what it is. No, the city pop music, I do not mind this at all. I think it actually sounds quite nice. And, you know, I am the biggest critic of, like, a lot of Japanese stuff. Like music and games. I'm never really into that stuff. But it's honestly, it's not bad music. It really is not. Even, what's the most famous song? The, Stay With Me? That song has a bass line that's the same as Michael Jackson's, or at least I think it sounds similar. And I love Michael Jackson, like, you know, his older stuff. So I don't mind this at all, man. I think it's actually kind of nice. It's very pretty. I like pretty music like this. There's some good Italian jazz music that's kind of soft and pleasant like this as well. And I don't, if the stream gets taken down, it gets taken down. I'm just doing this for me. I don't really care. Normally I don't listen to music for that reason, or I mute it, but whatever. Dude, yeah, the bass, that's literally it, Bill. I'm, like, the bass, if it didn't have this kind of bass, I don't know if I would like it as much. I'm just jamming out to that bass. Same thing with Michael Jackson music. I love the bass, and we might have to listen to some afterwards. But Michael Jackson's a little more popular, so that might get taken down faster. We'll see. Inevitably, this will get taken down at some point. We just have to see at what point, how far we can go. But yeah, this process kind of sucks. Listen to the saxophone there, dude. Look. Oh, man. I love stuff like that. Nice little saxophone solo. this looks not bad. I'm gonna revisit each village though to touch them up. I just want to get some stone walls down and stone or wood fences and stuff. Do guys like this really need fences if there's no one else around them? I don't know why they would need a fence in that land. I get it if you're in a community, you'd want to kind of divide up your property. But if you're in the middle of nowhere, I feel like I could skip a couple. This one definitely needs fences. These guys would be arguing all day about the land. Try Henri's Remember Summer Days. I can try that one. Dude, the saxophone's insane. Listen. It's like yelling out. I love that part. Hold on. I love that so much. It's so good. I'm telling you, it's I think that's a bit better. See how warm it gets, super warm when you turn on that filter. I'll try your song after this as well. Okay, the bass is awesome in that too. Damn. That's groovy, man. Also, I hate music recommendations, so you're lucky if I play them. That's not bad. Keeping it open. I like it. It's not bad, man. Move the microphone closer, turn down the music. There. Let me know if you can hear me alright. If the music's way too loud, I'll turn it down. Because I can actually turn it down for you guys and keep it up for me, so you're not going to cause any problem if you need it to be lower for you. It's good now? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this adjustment works good. Wait for the instrumental break? Alright. Yeah, I like this, man. I really do. I think that's a nice song. I might have to build a whole playlist of this stuff. I really will. I'm gonna like that or save that song. And hopefully these songs are on Spotify. I would save these. I love the jazz. It's like jazz and pop and I don't know. It's just... And very smooth melodies that are just pretty and I like it. I think it's very pleasant. You know what music I also like as well? I'll take a small detour in between my Japanese music that I've discovered. This is also... I love the instrumental on this song. So maybe you'll like this one, Vielgard. Caves of Altamira. It's kind of a cool title, because the Caves of Altamira are real... You know, it's... Cave in Spain has all these drawings here. I like the name and the theme of the song as well. This one's good.
I recall when I was small, how I spent my days alone. The busy world was not for me, so I went and found my own. I would climb the garden wall with a candle in my hand.
The garden wall, look, that's what I'm making now.
On the stone in ancient hand,
In a faded yellow green,
made alive a worldly wonder,
often told but never seen.
now and ever bound to labor on the sea and in the sky. Every man
Oh well.
and beast
A little bit of layer issues.
friend as real as I. Before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, when there wasn't even any Hollywood, they heard the call and they wrote it on the wall for you and me. We understood. Can it be the sad design? Could be the very same. A woolly man without a face and a beast without a name. Nothing here but history. Can you see what has been done?
I think this one has a solo too,
Memory rush over me. Now I step
but we have to wait and see. I'm not sure.
before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, when there wasn't even any Hollywood, they heard the call and they wrote it on the wall for you and me. We understood.
I think this part.
Before the fall, when they wrote it on the wall, when there wasn't
Thanks, Paku. I like the village too. I base these off of real designs. Yeah, Caves at Veal. Honestly, Steely Dan. If you go through Steely Dan's albums, I really like his work, just generally. I have a whole playlist of just Steely Dan. Another guy, another singer, not a guy. I think, I don't know if you would like them. They're popular in the UK, or she is popular in the UK, and I may play a song from hers next. And I'll reveal it in a sec. Once I don't want to keep getting distracted because I got to make a lot of progress here to keep up. So I'll wait for the song to finish and everything. This feels a little open, a little bare. So maybe we'll... And by the way, we're going to do more detail on this village. We're going to come back to all of them by... we're going to do a second pass and do texture work on them. This is... I like this music. Love music and funk. I paint to this all the time. First of all, the whole bottom section here, this song I love listening to. This is like the song I listen to every time summer starts. You go outside. The opening instrumental on this one. I like the way that it kicks off, by the way. That one's great. Dun, 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 dun. You can hear the bass in this too. Oh, it's nice. That's a great song. I'll listen to this one. I love this one. And the singer's awesome too. It's just an overall great song. There we go. There's some areas that are a little plain over here, but I think having a couple plain areas aren't bad. Sorry, I keep moving the music around in volume all, up and down, but I don't mind some empty areas because you're gonna have huge regiments like this size, so you kind of want these open areas to fight in. If everything's cluttered and full of trees, it'd be a little hard to see and navigate. We'll do a fence now. I'll do one more fence in this village, I think. This one, using this fence design is a little easier. I'll kind of bring it out first. Yeah, we can go through the more empty parts of the fields and add more stuff to it later. I'm not opposed to that. Give one more field or house. Yeah, I could go through some empty spots and like add more fields and stuff like there. This map is just so big, it's hard. If you say like, hey, this area is a little empty, look at all the other, like that's also a little empty. That one, that one, that one, this one, that one. It's so big. It's hard to fill the whole thing up. And I'm afraid I'm gonna make the map laggy with too many objects. So we'll see. One other thing I'm scared of is having to go through and do all the data on this map. I have to basically manually assign where all the cover is positioned. And this is going to be hell on this map. I think this village is mostly complete in terms of fence work. I can add little outhouses and boxes and stuff too. Yeah, Paku, I think you'd be surprised back then. There were fewer trees than there were now. I mean... this game doesn't need to be a simulation of what it would have been like back then. It should just look good. But all of these homes are made out of wood. Or wood is at least a popular material in the creation of a lot of these homes. And so you chop down trees, like, Europe was so deforested, especially Central Europe at this time is so deforested. Oh, this one's also good, man. Listen to this. This one might, the instrumentals in this might be even better. Here. You can listen to like an instrumental loop of this, and this alone here is good. I love that. I know I'm gonna get copyright struck. I don't even care. The introduction's devious as hell. Alright. Move on to here. The worst that happens with these copyright strikes is just that the stream gets demonetized usually. Which is fine, I don't care. I don't monetize it anyways. I'm gonna skip that farm. I'll do this one. Yeah, that looks nice there. I gotta remember to place these end caps. I really like the stone caps. That looks good. I like that. The piano is so nice here. Like the open gap should be near the house. Yeah, I guess you're right. We could do something more like that. Or this could work. Here, check it out. It's all an illusion, it's all 2D, so you have to work on the y-axis to get the layering right. Kind of like that. You're just trying to create an illusion.
Just trying to find myself. Just trying to open up my eyes so I can see the light to realize
There.
what you mean to me and what you are to me. And baby, I love you.
I like these stone fences because you can put them inside of each other if it's measured wrong. Just like that, see? The singer I was talking about before was Sade. I actually, I feel like I'm an old woman listening to it with a glass of wine or something, but I do like her music. This one's nice. Yeah, that one's really pretty. Yeah, we'll listen to this one. They've got some pretty dirty lyrics, I will say that. The lyrics can be a little bit on the nose. There's some ones where she's just saying, I don't even want to repeat it, but you'd have to hear it. We'll see if we accidentally listen to it. Some of the lyrics are crazy. Back then, I guess, I don't know if it was subtle back then, but this looks nice. I'm happy with that. I like the little stone wall here. Did one of her songs get a boost because of F1, like Smooth Operator? Yeah, Smooth Operator's her most popular song. I don't mind that one, but I think there's plenty of other songs that are better by her. Hey, Finian, how are you? Rakasara, I will go back and do details later. What you said is completely right, though. Yeah, I can add little trees or bushes. I can make it look a lot better. Here's an example of a finished village. Here's one that's pretty much done besides stone walls. 1 second. Where the hell is it? This is kind of what it looks like when I'm done. See how I have hay bales, crates, wagons, pieces of grass. There's like lighter grass here with flowers that I've texture painted and mixed. Okay, this one's got not so subtle lyrics. If you hear it, you hear it. It is what it is, though, man. It's just a nice song. We're just grooving. It's weird because my mother-in-law also liked Sade, so I sent some songs, but then I listened to the lyrics and I'm like, I should not be sending these because they're a little bit, I don't know. I think this is nice. I like the saxophone here. I'll do a wood. Try to make a small village with a river running through it. That could be cool, yeah. I could do a village on each side of a river somewhere. Like maybe, right? We'll see. I could do one like right here. Let's see if the buildings fit. I only have 2 angles for buildings. Okay, that could work. Like that. Yeah, this could work. I like these red buildings. Yeah, Veal, I think you're very right, man. How do you know so much about music? That's a good observation. I feel like as an American, if I were to talk about or show people Sade, no one knows. Well, older people might, but like in America, she's not very popular at all. So it's just interesting to hear you say that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is actually a great idea. The 2 angles of my buildings fit literally perfectly with the roads here. So that was a great suggestion. Did I play this one yet? This one's also awesome. Listen to the bass line here. It's so slow, too, but it just takes its time. It's... I love this.
You're not
Every town needs a church as well. It's kind of like a little rule with these folk. And looking at reference materials, they've always got farms all in their backyards. Lots of farms or gardens.
What do we gain from two broken hearts? I'm the loneliest man in town. Because you're not around, my baby, my baby, my baby. Oh, baby. Oh, girl, why did you leave me this way?
Most AHI streams, you're debating about the size of a pine tree. Once in a while we get a chilled stream, yeah. I like just chilling out, listening to music, man. I would do more streams like this. The copyright stuff is pretty crazy, though.
What can I say? I need you in each and every way. I'm so lonely, the loneliest man in town. My heart is in the lost and found.
Is there even a guitar in this song, or is it just bass, drums? I hear like a little guitar pluck now and then. Piano, bass, drums, and a guy doing one guitar pluck. Alright, I like this village. There's your river village that you suggested. We gotta keep doing fences though, that's the next step. That's what we should have been doing.
I won't pretend that I intend to stop living. I won't pretend
If that river floods, this guy's screwed.
I'm good at forgiving.
He's getting greedy with these crops here.
But I can't hate you, though I have tried. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride.
Yeah, it's the cabbage guy, that's right.
I still really, really love you.
Yeah, this guy's been watching too much Minecraft, I think. The shadows are a little off here, but that is what it is.
I won't pretend I'm good at forgiving, but I can't hate you, although I have tried. I still really, really love you. Love is stronger than pride. I still really, really love you. Sitting and wasting my time would be like
How's Kel? She's okay. She's in England right now.
it's all too clear.
For Christmas. I was gonna go with her, but I'm working instead. Because I gotta get maps done. I literally would have went. What's it called? But I want to finish this game. I just figured that this game is my last attempt, and if it fails, I'm done. So if I can give myself the highest chance of success, then that will probably change my life, because I would like to do this in my 30s, and if this fails, I will not do it in my 30s, and instead I'll need to just focus on YouTube more, I guess, which I don't really want to do. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if it fails, I'll probably just stick with YouTube. I really don't want to do that, though. Yeah, building more fences. Well, she's gone for 2 weeks in England, in London, visiting family. And, sell the channel and do another game. I guess I could. I've talked to people to sell my channel. I just don't really, I don't know. It's just kind of sad to do that, and I liked the idea of using the channel to market my games, because they're history games. If I was making non-historical games, then it would make total sense, but I can market to my channel, to my audience. I feel like I'm probably putting the fences a little too close to the farms, just a little bit. Maybe it's not a huge deal, but I feel like you don't need the fence to be this tight against your property. It is what it is, though, man. The map is too big to worry about. I just have to keep going. Like, that's all I can think about. If I make mistakes, you just have to kind of learn it and just apply it next time. You can't really go back and redo your work. You just got to keep going. This is also a really nice song, too. Is this just a bass guitar? I'm not a huge, like, music instrument or music theory, you know, guy or anything, so I'm not good at identifying. But I think this is just a bass guitar, right? I'm used to playing Guitar Hero, and you have one person who the entire song you can hear the main guitar, and the bass is just silent the whole time. Do you have plans for other games? I don't know. You know, right now I just want to get this one done. It's kind of like an existential threat. Like, if it's not done, I'm done with games, and that's all I can think about. You can't think like, oh, what about this other project or anything? You just have to get it done. I think that this doesn't look bad. Yeah, that's cool. This is a nice little village. I don't think this one needs a lot of fences. This guy's so on his own here, he doesn't really need a fence too much. Where would he be going? He would probably want to go to the village north. So he would probably cut across and join in like that. There. I think that looks good. Gotta keep the animals in. I wish I could place down like little pigs and stuff. That'd be fun. There we go. I think that one's nice. This guy's property is a mess. What the hell's he doing? I feel like this tree should be flat. Like that almost. Shadow's messed up, but that's fine. This guy's got to tighten up the property a little bit. It's a little bit better. And I'll take my advice and kind of space out the walls, because I feel like if you were a player and you were to put troops on the walls, you know, if you want to put troops on these walls, they'd also be standing in the farm simultaneously. So I think if I kind of give it a buffer, you could put troops on a stone fence without them standing in the crops. Like, over here would be a good buffer. So I think in the future, I'm going to do the walls a little more spaced out. Also, I said I wasn't going to do walls for him. There we go. Wrong guy. As much as I love Sade, we'll get some variety. Yeah, she is very nice. I would always paint. I go downstairs and I would paint, and I would listen to her and Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson's also just got some good. I'll listen to like one song. You know what song is very similar to the Japanese song I was listening to? It's got the same exact bass line. No, which one is it? These are all great, by the way. It's, gosh, what do I paint? I paint, like Civil War models and, World War II models and other stuff. It's, the song I'm looking for is... It's the Falling in Love. Yeah, I guess it was that one. This one. I like that better, because you can line up troops without being inside the farm. Alright, this side of the map is looking quite good in my opinion. Is it a campaign or battle map? Yeah, no, it's... I feel like you could wage a whole campaign on this, dude. Look how many towns there are. I messed up, man. I shouldn't have gone this big with the map. I'll never do it again. I just want to finish it, though. I don't even know if I'll use it, but I think it's salvageable. And I don't want to interrupt and have to over-explain anything, but something that there is an advantage of here is you can define playable zones. And so I can define exactly what Flintlock is saying. You can split it up. What I can do is, if you... Oh. Sorry. There. If you only want the players to play in certain sections, you can actually just do this and say, hey, that's a large map under A. This is a large map, B. So when the game chooses a large map, it'll pick either A or B. So you can actually split the map into, and it could have a little bit of overlap even. And then you could say, well, you know what, if the player doesn't have too many troops, it's an early game battle. What about this? That is a small map A. So you could split this map up into a million sectors, and the game will just take a bunch of different sections, and you can get so much utility out of this. Maybe utility is not the right word, but let's say mileage out of it. And this way, yeah, you could turn this into like 15 maps. Next map I do, I'm just going to do an actual purpose-made medium-sized map, not a mega broken into several sectors. As fun as it is to do that, it's just a little tough. Where was I? I was over here. Should you buy the first Red Dead Redemption? I don't know, I've never played it. Will map making tools be for the community? No, they will not be for launch. But if the game does well and I have the money to do it, then it's purely a financial thing. If I've got the money to do it, I have no problem putting a developer on it and just spending some time getting this for players. But if the game does not break even or is not profitable at all, then I can't spend that time, unfortunately. Which it's a very real possibility. So we're just gonna have to be patient and see what happens. Yeah, it's a pretty big fence, isn't it, Beans? The shadows look so bad here with the gaps, but the map is too big to care about details like that, unfortunately. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Will troops interact with walls? So they won't animate on them, but you can actually mount a fence to use it as cover. So if I drew a battle line here, I would get a cover bonus fighting people in the field. But your guys won't, like, walk up to the fence, grab a hold of, like, the wood, lay their gun on it, and, like, use it. You know what I mean? It's that kind of detail is just not possible. At least not for me. That looks good. I want to do some fences in here, too. I really like how this town came out. I think the angles are a little bit off, but I'm quite happy with it regardless. My coffee is cold, which really sucks. I barely got to drink it. This is a good Michael Jackson song from the album I Want You, and it's an alternative mix where the instrumentals are turned up higher. It's just a different mix of the same song, and I like the way it sounds. I'll try to pick out what they changed, but this is my favorite rendition. It's on the extended version of the album, and I think I got the vinyl, and I didn't have the extended version, so I should probably get that, because I like some of these mixes better.
Baby, I was really loving you, baby. I was really loving you, baby. Really, really loving you, baby.
That you wanted me to. Since I believe in dreams and fantasies.
Do you see the? Listen to the horns. Listen to the horns and listen to how quiet the vocals get right here. This is the alternative mix, so you can hear dun 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 dun.
I've got this real strong need that loves you everywhere.
I wonder. This is the regular version. Listen to how loud the vocals are by comparison.
I'd like to make love to you right there, baby.
Do you even hear the dun 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 dun? Right here, you can't even hear it. You just hear him saying, "I want to make love."
I'd like to make love to you right there, baby.
Now listen to the same part, but the alternative mix.
Got this real
Ready?
strong need that loves you everywhere.
There it is.
I won't stop until I find your passion's flowing like wine, baby.
Dun 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 dun.
Please let me do it to you.
I just like that part, so I like the alternative one better. Veal, during COVID, man, I was making money, and I bought a convertible. And I will say driving with a convertible with the top down, which I do all the time, even in the winter, because I just like it. I bought the car. I'm going to get my use out of it. It's not a fancy convertible. Well, it's a good convertible. It's not. I don't have a Porsche or anything like that. But yeah, having the top down in the summer and listening to music like this, oh man. It's just so nice. All my friends made fun of me and called me an old man for buying a convertible, but my dad had one growing up, and I just loved it so much. I think this part too in the alternative mix. It's an Audi convertible. I bought that probably 5 years ago, though. Not 5 years ago. That's stupid. 3 or 4 years ago. So I think it was like 2021. So I had made my COVID money. Dude, yeah, top down, got your sunglasses on, playing jazz. That's so nice, man. That's literally one of my favorite things to do. But yeah, I think in the alternative mix as well, the background vocals are also a little higher. The lyrics are very dirty, but yeah. That's the thing I want to hear. Dun 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 dun. There we go. I like the fences here. Wouldn't mind kind of finishing this area. Almost like this.
What I do, I'm up on you.
And that part like crumbled, so I'll leave that there. That's good, I like that. Good, and I think I want to do fences probably for like 2 more areas on the map. Maybe here and up north. Let's do the north and then we'll go east. This one I'll get a fence. And then we're done with fences, which is great. Veal, I've never smoked a cigar and driven. But I do smoke cigars and pipes only in the summer. I'd say it's got to be a little warm, not too hot. It's got to be humid. I like a little moisture in the air. Otherwise, if it's dry air, the cigar is like, I don't even know how to describe the taste, but it feels like you're smoking a dry leaf. But if it's moist out, I don't know. I also like a good aromatic as well. I usually get like cherry. And I do like that. I've never driven while smoking though, because I feel like you're gonna spill ash and it's just a bit hard to multitask that. But I would usually sit on the porch or something if I'm having a cigar. Bro smokes according to the temperature. No, honestly, man. It's almost like cigars are dry. Like, yeah, if you have a dry ass cigar in dry weather in the cold, it's just not good. It tastes different. It doesn't taste good. I don't like it. But yeah, I rarely smoke. It's like more of a summer. It's like a summer vacation. So I will smoke like 10 or not 10, probably like 6 cigars a year. And that's really it. It's like 1 month where I'll have one once a week, and then 2 for the rest of the year, and that's it. And then I'm done. All right, we'll carry on. I'm trying to figure out what I want to listen to next year. I have a rock album that I do like. This one's pretty good. It's got a lot of Steely Dan on it. I don't want to listen to like... I just want to chill out a bit. I don't want to listen to like this, even though it's a great song. I just want something a little slower. I also don't want to listen to Baby Come Back because it's just a bit cliche. I don't know. This is a good one. I like Canic Chase. I've played this before. People like it. I'll add that to the queue. Why is the chat? I don't think the chat's quiet all of a sudden. It's the same 3 or 4 people have been talking. There's not too much of us here as well. This is like the same chat rate I get on my main channel when there's 200 people watching. We've got 19 people here. So I don't know. I much prefer streaming here. You have a recommendation. What is it? You can tell me anyways. Oh, I'm gonna do something cool here. We're gonna do a stone fence with a wooden fence inside. I'll look up your song in a sec.
Without you, all right.
What did I have for breakfast? I have not eaten today. Also, this sounds ridiculous, but my schedule is so messed up. Because my wife is not here to tell me, hey, Griff, we're going to bed. So I end up just working all night or just staying up all night. So I've changed my own time zone to trick myself. So I'm running 2 hours ahead right now. So in my head, I think, ooh, I'm staying up till 2 a.m. In reality, it's 12. This is a nice song. I like this one. This is more of the chill. I'm a chill guy. This is more of that kind of vibe, I guess. Yeah, I'm giving this farm a little more breathing room with the fence, which I think is good, because you can mount the fence then with your troops without standing in the farm and being confused what's giving you cover, the farm or the fence. Now I kind of separate it, so when I do the zones, it'll be a little clearer, I think. I like the little grass blades. I think that's a nice detail. From far away you can't see them, but if you're zoomed in, I like that you can see the little grass blades there. That's something we didn't do in Fire Maneuvers grass texture that I had the artists add in this one to make it a little different. You wouldn't want to put your hay bales outside the fences, yeah. Yeah, the shadows are a little bit off, but I really genuinely think when you're fighting a battle... By the way, the shadows here are fine. Look, they actually connect perfectly. My other fences are not. Like, these have gaps. But I genuinely think when you're fighting a battle, I really, really doubt you're going to be looking at that detail. Maybe you will, because you saw me build the map, right? But most players, like, I've played the game, and the last thing you're thinking about are the fence details and shadows. And it's not because the game is too fast-paced, but you're really trying to set up, like, positioning and, yeah. Dumb and blind. My wife does play games. Yeah, I kind of turned her into a little gamer. My wife is British, that's right, yeah. She's Swedish African. That's where her genetically what she is, from her dad and her mother. Her mother's from Sweden and her dad is from Zimbabwe. And she was born in London though. I think I'll do one more fence, like maybe on this side around here. Kelly's not great in FPS games, to be honest, but she is very good at racing games, surprisingly. I think she's played a lot of Mario Kart growing up. That was like the one game she played, and I will never beat her in Mario Kart, ever. And I played games for a while. I mean, I work on games, so... But I don't know how to beat her in that game. She can optimize the... She plays online. She's like first place every time. She's like the highest elo. I don't know how she does that. You at the border. That looks a little weird. You bet she would use grub guns, okay. No, she does not play Fire Maneuver. She voices that game. Did you know she's a voice actor in it? You know no one really plays these, but these scenario battles... Oh, actually, she did a campaign voiceover, too. The little introductions you get with the British woman speaking, that's her. Because I couldn't afford voice actors at that time. We ran out of money for it. So I was like, Kelly, I need you. So I got her in my recording studio, and then she recorded those. Yeah. Yeah, to like bring glory to the Kaisertum. She did a lot of speech and debate and mock trial, and she's a lawyer as well, so I figured she was good at talking. There we go. Uh-oh. How'd I miss that detail with the fence? I don't know what to do here. Oh, I know what to do. Let's do this. There. Alright, I think I'm done with fences. Oh, fuck. Local priest growing weed, yeah. Yeah, it's just a little fenced-in graveyard. Usually you see stone, but I don't know. Maybe this guy's using fence, wooden fence. The eggplant, water. Oh, dev updates. This is for, like, just showing cool updates. Make you excited. Get that eggplant going. Eat some vegetables. Yeah. Am I using Trump as my Discord icon? Someone drew just a really goofy picture. They drew this. And I just had to make this my profile picture on my development server. It's only that server. It was just silly looking. I had to do it. Yeah, this looks more complete. This one looks quite empty. Technically, one of these fields should be empty if they collected all the wheat, but I don't know if I care. I think it's fine. Does a grave behind the house belong to a pet? Yeah, I guess that was kind of the idea. I wonder if I could put... Look at that. That's cool. You could even do... I wonder... Hold on. Every purpose. That area is roughly done. How can I mark areas that are finished? I guess I don't have to. This guy's starting his fence. Just moved in. Breaking news, man puts the box on cart. Yep. I don't think this church really needs much of a graveyard. Maybe just a couple in the front. This is based off of a real thing. Do you have markets to add flair? I don't really have markets, no. That's one messy ass great, yeah. I think I'll do trees instead. I feel like this church, maybe it has a tomb underground or something. I feel like it just would look nicer. The air was dry. Through the desert on a horse with no name, it felt good to be out of the rain. I feel like generally this looks better. Da-na. My skin began to turn red. Make glad to think it was dead. I'm missing a bridge here, aren't I? Is this a shallow? Yeah, that's a creek. So I'll do a wood bridge on the creek. A creek, yep. Turn to sea. Birds and rocks and things. Perfect disguise above. City. Shit. La 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 la. All these areas are done here in the corner. I kind of want to do... I'm going to mark them off with temporary zones like this to know that that area is complete. I think that's how I want to do it. Let me get rid of these. I feel like you need to advertise your game more. I don't think so, because it's not ready yet, man. Have you even seen a battle? I can't even play a full battle right now. If I can't finish a proper battle with like good AI and smoke and fire and all of that stuff that you need, If that's not done, then it cannot be advertised. Otherwise, what are you even advertising? The promise of a game? You kind of have to make it first. And that game is just not ready yet. It's a little bit behind, honestly. The maps aren't behind. Like, it's actually fine that I'm doing maps this late. Because I can work fast. Like, I could probably get every map in the game done in a month. And if we, if we were to release, let's say 3 months from now, which we're not, but that'd be very soon. What, I could get it done in a week, we'd be fine. So I'm not really worried about my workload here. But there's just a lot of testing and coding that still needs to be done. And that's harder. Like, the Steam page just has concept art of battles. Do you notice that? Those aren't even real battle maps. So if I can get this done, I can actually update the Steam page too and make it look a lot nicer with real maps. I'm not too worried about the marketability too much. I'm more worried about, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear that field there and do that. I think that would look nice. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the marketability. The actual gameplay just needs to be good. And that's the harder thing. Like, I think if the game is good, I think there's going to be plenty of people playing it. I genuinely don't think I'd have a good sleep in farmhouse inside the... Veal, I don't think wolves really go in and eat people. I really don't think that's much of an issue. I think it's more of an issue that wolves go in and eat your animals. That, like, they're going to steal chicken or eat all their eggs. I think they kind of terrorize your farm animals more. I don't think, like, wolves walk into someone's home with a locked door, especially. Also, people aren't sleeping in a farmhouse, like a barn, with the door wide open, with animals just coming in and out. You just wouldn't want to do that regardless. I'd be more afraid of, like, highwaymen or something. Because where are you going to call 911 if somebody comes to rob you, or a battle is fought in your backyard and a cannonball comes through your wall? Like, especially, and that sounds kind of ridiculous, but if you're living in central Germany, where, like, every war is being fought at this time, the population decline in the 30 Years' War especially, what is it? Like, a whole chunk of the civilian population just got wiped out, not only because of the conscription of troops just needing to be forced into the army, but also villages just being burnt and razed and sacked. So... yeah, dude, this game is being made on such a small budget that it's kind of crazy. Like, any competing games that are similar to this probably have 10 to 20 times the budget. Without exaggeration. And I'm not talking about Total War. Total War is probably 100 times the budget. But, yeah, we're making this off of basically nothing right now. And we're just kind of gambling and hoping that it pays off. Learn to work the saxophone. Just what I need. Scotch whiskey all night long. Behind the wheel.
Call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blue.
Do you think the budget changed how good the map looks? What do you mean? Okay, this is how much of the map we've done in terms of like cluttering the villages with stuff. So we're got about half that done, which is nice. I'm gonna save it just in case. Oh man, this is tough. This map is just tough. It's just too big. I won't make one this big again. I'm gonna make them smaller. Yeah, I switched the music back for now just because, I don't know. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of farms. Let's get a good village going with a good graveyard as well. You know what? I feel weird about... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a transplant. That, church is smaller, and it's wooden, so it makes sense to have a wooden fence with a wooden church, right? Okay, if we did that, then this guy's gonna get a stone church. I like her vocal with the ah that she says. I like that. That's nice. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. I also like how a lot of these songs blend English and Japanese. You get a little both. It's kind of cool. And you recommended Last Summer Whisper. All right. I'll try that. That's a pretty song, though. The one we're just listening to.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I thought I'd get a wax figure of myself. Cool, right? Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, I even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know. You're...
Okay, I think that looks nice. Yeah, it makes more sense. You have a stone wall with a stone church, right? And then up here, where the hell was it? There. You got wooden church with the cross timbering with the cross, like, wooden fence. So I think that just fits better. Have I played Dishonored? Yeah, I really like the Dishonored games. It's funny you say that. I was thinking about repurchasing them and replaying them on PS3. I think one of them is on PS3, one's on PS4, right? They're really good games. I honestly kind of wish I had it while my wife's gone, just to binge through it. There's one time to play through that. Is the game playable? Hey, Hetman. Ignore my... Oh, I didn't even see you said yo. Ignore my music, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this. You can look at the map I'm working on right now. It's pretty gigantic. It is playable to an extent. You can fight battles. The campaign system's working. I'm just working on the maps now. I feel like this has got like 4 to 6 months left. Just by the pace that we're kind of going at. Alright, this place is done. I'll give these guys a, Hetman, did you see what happened to Ultimate General, man? That game, or that studio's in trouble. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that area's done. Didn't they only put out the game on the weird website? No, they put it out on Steam and then just released it. And the weird thing is they released the game during the winter sale. And doing that kind of doomed the game because you don't release a game during winter sale. In fact, Steam support will tell you not to. They will actually look at your release date and tell you not to do that. Discussed it with Historical Gamer quick. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's kind of crazy seeing that happen. It's honestly really, really, really unfortunate because I played their games first in high school. I was in high school when their first game came out, when Gettysburg came out. So I played it for a while, and that game made millions of dollars. And they also sold their company for like $20 million. So clearly they're a big multi-million-dollar studio making games, which you could probably produce those games. Probably make a game like that on like $400,000. So if you had $20 million, you could get away with quite a few failures. But as long as they could have just kept pumping out Ultimate General games, not in a way that, not in a low effort way, but they could just do like every 2 years put out a new Ultimate General with that mission system from Civil War and just keep covering more wars, adding some DLC in between so people don't have to wait the 2 years. And they would have been making probably at least $1 million a game with $20 million since they were purchased, and spending $300,000 or $400,000 a game and just profiting $500,000 each time they put out a game. With residuals being paid from like passive income coming in from their other games. That would have been totally possible. But instead they worked like 10 years on Ultimate General American Revolution, charged $50, made a premium upgrade with an expansion pass, which I assume is now not going to come. So I spent $70 on that game for an expansion which is never going to be released. And it's completely unfinished. The $70 price tag's crazy. That is something that I can't really excuse. And now the game's not going to come out. I mean, it's done. If you release a game like that during a major sale, you are basically just completely giving up. Even just not working on the game at all, firing the whole dev team, and releasing it in January after the winter sale, that would be smarter than what they did. I don't even really understand the strategy there because you don't get... coming out of early access, Steam tells you that it's treated like a full release for the game. Your EA release, your early access release, does not give you any push. Steam does not want to promote your game during its early access release. So you will get very little visibility on early access. They tell you prepare everything for the full release moment. Like that is where you want the biggest update to come out. You want to get all the marketing, get a brand new trailer. Everything's got to be done for the full release. And by the way, they could have done like no real update and just did like a little patch, but just make a cool trailer. And you can make a cool trailer for probably like $2,000. Maybe, honestly, if you're really, really tight on money, you can make a trailer for like $300. If you just want to record in-game footage, slap some generic music over it and just put it together, do that. Reach out to a bunch of YouTubers, which you can do as a developer for no money. It's just your time, which I guess time is your money, but you know, I connect with YouTubers all the time, and I don't consider that like billable hours. I'm just connecting with people so they play my game when it comes out. And they did none of those things. So I don't know, like, yeah, that just seems really odd to me. And now I think the studio is going to be gone at this point, and I don't know what Dardis is going to do afterwards. He'll probably go and maybe work on a new game or something. I don't know. They never told us about the release. We got surprised as much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is very... It's honestly a bit unprofessional. I don't mean to, be rude or whatever to another developer. That's not really my... But, like, you know what... The one thing I will say is I don't feel good about being scammed out of $70. That's a bit steep. If it was a $10 early access and it was their first game, then you can kind of excuse it. You can say, all right, you know, put out your apology, do better next time. $70. Yeah, they used a lot of AI art as well. That's right, Will. Even the premium edition, which is the $20 upgrade, uses AI artwork for it. And it guarantees you access. It's basically a pre-order to the expansion pass. There is no expansion pass now because the developers are. I mean, there's still developers on the team. It's not like the whole studio is gone, but like all the main devs are being fired or resigning. So it's very surprising. What's not surprising is... Oh, this is weird. Oh. What's not surprising is that the game didn't make much money. I understand that, and I understand the want to move off of it, but... I have a Steam plugin that tells you how much money games make. So they netted $475,000, which this game was made over the course of like 6 years. Maybe less than that. It may have been like 5 years of development for this or something like that. But it's been in development for a while. That website has been up saying that they're working on it for a while. And I imagine they're spending a lot on these games. They have a lot of people working on them. So, I mean, they definitely spent several $1 million on this and did not make their money back. It was a very odd gamble, too, because they could have just made a lot more of those mission-based Ultimate General games for a lot cheaper, I bet, and put them out more often. They have awesome mechanics, but need more time, 4 to 6 months. The thing about it, Hetman, is I bought the game when it was on that Chinese thing, Xola browser, or whatever it's called, and it stayed on that for, I think, a couple months, and then it was in Steam Early Access for 6 months. And I feel like very little changed from the Steam version at the beginning of Early Access to now. They definitely improved stuff, but like, I don't know. Like, you give it 4 to 6 months, what else realistically are they gonna add at the pace that they were really going at? If you're talking about a faster pace, and they're making money from it, and they're not gonna shut down, and they had 6 months, I could definitely see a bit more progress. But I mean, it took them like 6 years to get to that point, and it just is so slow. I don't know what is making development so slow. I got some cowbells. Ding, ding. I like that one song. Is it this one? I think it's this one. I like this. Yeah, this is a good one. It'd be cool to have like a regiment up on the hill. Oh. A regiment up on the hill firing down, and there's troops like behind the brick wall, like firing and charging up. This seems like a cool battle site. Or you like flank around, fight in the village, and try to get to the right side of that hill to take it. Or you could be fighting from the left to the right, setting up artillery on the hill, and firing down on the troops stationed inside. So I like this little scene here. I might add more hills. I think there's already a decent amount, but if we find any empty areas that need hills... By the way, these hills will look better. Check this out. If you do some proper texture painting on it... Hold on. Let me find the correct texture. That's right. Watch this. See how it's giving it more depth? There. Look, now the hill looks like it's actually elevated. So there's a lot of little things you can do. The hill's a little stretched, which I think I could do a bit of that. I think that looks a little nicer. Graphics remind you of Cossacks? Yeah, I think a little bit. It's got kind of an old school charm to it. I don't mind the look for the game. I'm honestly happy with what we were able to do with a very little budget. I think the troops look cool. Hetman, I think something that you'll like is the amount of models per unit. I kind of want to show it off, but I did that last stream. But yeah, you could have like regiment with 1,200 men, and the amount of models in there is like a fifth of that. So there's hundreds of models that you see, but you can change the scale. I don't know if we'll include this on the full release, but you can very easily change the ratio. So I'm able to actually do a setting where it's a 1-to-1 scale, so you could actually have 1,200 models, which is it's giant if you see that. It's massive. So I don't think we'll have that in the game, but we'll see. Maybe that'll be a setting. Like, under advanced, you could, like, set the ratio like crazy. Yeah, American Revolution, I feel like... Hetman, did you see any rivers in that as well? Rivers, bridges, hills, or towns? I feel like I didn't see any of those things. It was like fields, villages, and farms with very soft sloped hills. So the terrain variety... And by the way, I'm not just shitting on Ultimate General because I'm technically a competitor to it. Ultimate General Civil War had the coolest maps. Way better than this, to be honest. What I'm making now... The only thing I think I like better about my maps is there's a little bit more 3D on it. But those Ultimate General Civil War maps are so dynamic with the way the hills looked, even in a 2D space. The terrain was awesome. I love fighting in those battles. And if you ever watch a documentary about Shiloh, about Antietam, Bull Run, when you play that game, it really feels like those battles. I think they did such an excellent job with representing those. So I just want to compliment them, just so I'm not hating completely on it. But I really wish that was the case. I studied a lot of American Revolution battles. You can't fight... The other thing that's weird is in Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail, I think that's what it's called, you can fight the Battle of Bunker Hill. And the Battle of Bunker Hill in that game has like a very big sloped hill and ships and like naval plus land forces engaging. And then American Revolution, no Bunker Hill, no special battles, a very like bland and kind of colorless Lexington and Concord with an inaccurate map of the battlefield. I just found that odd. I've never played Ultimate General before. Hetman, play, if you really want a comparison, go play, try Ultimate General Civil War compared to American Revolution, and you're going to notice a massive difference. I think you're going to be very surprised. And I think they had different developers. I think Dardis of Darthmod from Total War worked on Ultimate General Civil War, but he did not work on American Revolution. I mean, that's your answer, Will, as you just wrote it. It's different developers. The team split up. And kind of overextended, I think. You want a Shrek hut on the top of the hill? Sure. Actually, I'll put it in the swamp. How about that? We actually have a swamp on this map. If you go here. There you go. There's Shrek Swamp. I don't really have like a hut for him to live in. Maybe a tent. There, that's Shrek's setup there. I'll tuck it into the woods a little more. There. What are you doing in mein Schwamp? How would you say that in German? What are you doing? Was machst du in mein... I don't know how to say swamp. Swamp in German. Was machst du in mein Sumpf? I think that's how you'd say it. Yeah, Veal, if you want the hut, the little bathroom to be even more prestigious... Oh yeah, that's fit for Shrek. I'll make it wide. There you go. So he can fit. Yeah, this map is way too big. How many troops determine a battlefield? Liam, do you mean, like, how does the game know to scale the map according to a certain amount of troops? Oh, I forgot I had these hedges. These are actually pretty cool. I should use these in the towns. Alright, I'm gonna do a pass for hedges. 1 sec. I just need to take a note. Yeah, that's a great question, Liam. We have small, medium, large. Small, I think, is for 1 to 7 regiments that the player has. I think it's 8 to 14 for medium. And I think it's 15 to 20 plus for large. I think that's roughly it. But yeah, it basically determines your forces, and I think it looks at the enemies as well and figures out the size accordingly. Sorry, I just have to take a note. I'm gonna go back up to the hedges step. Yeah, let's find some spots to put some hedges. Like, even in the backyard here. Like, that could look nice. There, he's got a little thing in the back. I also think, though, here, where the land is a little tighter, you could probably have some guys using a hedge. I already kind of did this one. This one's cluttered already. That one's already mostly done. I guess over here we could do a hedge. Kinda. I could do one here. There we go. That's not bad. Nah, that's not good. I don't like it. I don't like the hedges. I looked at them and it just doesn't look as good. What are some of your dream games? I think if I had the money, I could probably make a pretty good grand strategy game with real-time battles. I could probably make a lot of these games on a very, very, oh, also that, definitely Vilgard Free Company I would love to make, which is the Mountain Blade cross with Total War style game. Alright, Hetman. See you later, man. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, I think I could probably make a lot of games on a very, very small budget compared to what other people are given. If I had, like, a $400,000 budget, I could probably make something pretty good. And a lot of these other games are taking, like, $2 million budgets to do. And I don't need anything close to that. I mean, if I had $1 million, I don't even know if I would want that, because your game needs to make way more than $1 million then. And why even have that pressure? Why not just make a game that's fun? It doesn't need the mass appeal to make 10 million or something. I mean, if it does, it does, but I don't know if I'd even want that pressure to begin with. I really like that other song. I might listen to it again. Let me find it.
Let's go, boys. The way that I approach work post-fatherhood.
I'm gonna get the
It's really been
worst
trying-
recommendations. I'm gonna get all this anime crap on my recommendations now. Is it this one? Yeah, I like this one a lot. Yeah, I like this song a lot, honestly. I like her voice, it's so pretty. I like a good, just, I don't know. There are certain voices that are just addicting to kind of listen to, and I don't know. I like hers. That's not a bad village. Okay, that's all the villages that we've done clutter for. When I say clutter, by the way, I mean like placing rocks and wagons and things. This song would be perfect for the construction of a Japanese village. Yeah. Always give them a little gravestone. You know someone had to get buried at some point. Tells a little story. Oh, someone got buried over here too. I don't know why they're separated. There's some drama between those two gravestones. They said, "Whatever you do when I die, bury me on the other side of the road. I don't want to be seen next to that other grave." And maybe he asked for a different type of grave too. He said, "Don't bury me with the same wood. Bury me with stone." Yeah, he did not like this other guy. We don't know why. We don't know why. It's up for your interpretation. Directly across from each other. I like the idea of this guy kind of being in the forest a little. So you know what I might do? Is like fill out these trees. And it kind of, look, it kind of builds him into that forest there, which is kind of neat.
A massive fire rages on throughout North.
When AI models are open source, they're available to all.
What was the other song that was recommended? Like a Chinatown. It's so fly like a Chinatown. Oh, Liam knows it too. We got a lot of Japanese music lovers here, don't we? So fly. Steven doesn't like the music, man. He hates it. Oh, Jaden doesn't either. Now, are you saying you don't like this song, or you don't like any song, or you don't like this genre? One of my favorite songs. This is one of my favorite songs of all time. This is absolutely one of my favorite songs. 9 minutes long. Something I also love about this, with a lot of Ahmad Jamal songs, is every time he plays them, they're different. I don't even know if he writes these songs down. I think he has some ideas, and then it just improvises a lot of it. So I love this one. And it's got a very good payoff. This is purely instrumental, by the way. Purely instrumental jazz. It's got an awesome payoff right at the end. You know, people love the payoff. So wait for it. You get a hint of it right here. And then it's going to build all the way up for 5 minutes until it hits that part. And it's one of my favorite songs. So it's a little chaotic. But I don't know. I really like it. See, is there anything else I want to do to this place? It feels like it's missing trees. It's like a suburb community. I feel like they would have a couple more trees around. This is just the intro. You might not like it, we'll see. This is just the intro. It's just, you gotta be patient with this song. Okay, I think I'm done with that one. Yeah, I'll go around a couple of the villages and add some trees to them before I forget. Because see how some of them are a little bit empty? I feel like, yeah, that one's got a lot of trees. That one's fine too. This one's a little empty. If they got no fence especially, I feel like some good trees around them would be nice. It's a little better. Yeah, this one's like so empty with no trees. Oh, that's way too big. I like this part here. Ready? That's good. We're still building up. That was a little taste. Still building up. This village looks so cozy, isn't it? I would love to live here. I kind of want to walk around. It's nice there. There's a little apple tree in the middle as well. But yeah, Veal, if you listen to this like on Spotify, it's completely different. And if you listen to it live, it's completely different again. But I think there's something really kind of magical about that. I do like that each version's unique. It's kind of cool. We're almost there. We're almost at the payoff. We're just chilling right now. Give it a little time. I think this one's done. Alright, it's coming. You waited for it. There you go. And you get the nice wind down. Dun, 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 dun. Just breathe out and relax. I like that little instrument that I don't know what it is, but it's fun. Good song, man. Good song. And Ahmad has a bunch of or Ahmad. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly, but he's got a bunch of great. This whole album, I have this vinyl. It's really pretty. Yeah, the whole album is awesome. This is also a great song. Honestly, if you find the whole album, it's very, very good. Look, this, all 6 songs, that's everything there. I love the instruments that they use too. What is... It's gonna come in a sec. I think it will. Maybe it won't, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just nice. I like how it's always building to something. You can just feel... I hear it in the background, the instrument I'm talking about, but... That thing. In the background, I don't know what that is. I'm reading the chat, guys. I'm reading everything you're saying. What is that? Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what that is. I love it, though. It's... I'm happy enough with this village as well. That part's real nice. I think I'll play it again. Ready? I think I'll do it again. That's nice. Yeah, Veal, it is used in the San Andreas theme, yep. I love the little shakers they have in the back. It's so nice. And everything's playing at different speeds, right? Like the piano's going and you hear like a nice slow bass. Everything's got like a different... It's very dynamic. Just listen to how fast the piano's playing compared to everything else, but it all works together. And then they resynchronize here. But I like the little... I like it. Alright, this part's done. And then it changes up a bit. Song's gonna change a little. Here we go. It's kind of like a classical song, classical music, because it just kind of morphs and changes a bit. There you go. Pick up the pace. Now we're in a different song, but same one, but it's like a different, you know, it just changes. I think that's everything. I did clutter for all of the spots on the map. Flexitone? Gotcha. Okay, we're in a good spot right now. Let's read the chat, see what people are saying. Just give him a little muscle. Built it myself. That part's cool. Listen to that. That little whistling sound. Alright, we want to do brush painting for populated areas. I'm gonna do the hills real quick. I did not play the Indiana Jones game, Will. I don't think I will. I don't really care for Indiana Jones. That was a good song,
Liberty
right?
Mutual customized my car insurance, so I saved hundreds. But the money I saved,
I also like this one. We're not gonna be able to find the right one. Yeah, it's not easy to find on YouTube. Hold on. This one's nice. That's kind of cool with the light on one side of the hill. I wonder if that'd be a good idea or not. Like, just the light on the part going up like that. That's kind of cool. Where would the light be, though? That's the shadow, actually, yeah. So the light would be on this side, and the shadow's on the left. That's kind of cool. I don't know. Let's see how that looks on a different hill, like this one. Da, da, da. Da, da. What would it look like? Do you guys prefer that? Like the light on one side of the hill? Or would you... I can go a little softer than that. Like this. Or do you prefer how it looked before? Where it was just painted. Like that. I don't know, I could go either way on it. Like, this one doesn't look great. This one actually looks pretty cool the way it slopes. Yeah, it's a little easier to see when it's all lit up. I do think that's the case. The dark part needs to be... You think the light should be on the other end? Uh-oh, I undid. Okay, let's see. The dark part needs to be on the edge. Alright, yeah, let's see. Let me try a couple other lighting styles. So the other thing we could do is we could try going in the center and leave the edges, but that's a little odd as well. We could also go on the other side. But I feel like that doesn't make as much sense because this is where the shadow is. The light is coming from the top right. Colonel, if it's AI generated, I probably don't like it. I'll just say that. I don't like AI generated art. I think it looks like shit. No offense. I mean, you didn't draw it, so I don't think you can really take offense to that. You don't own it either. I can steal it from you. And you cannot do anything about it. It's like an NFT. Good, the hills are pretty damn visible. Okay, next song will be the Spartacus theme. This one's good. Wouldn't it be good to have shadows behind the hill? Maybe. I don't know how I would get that to look, though. This won't work, but I'm just doing an experiment. Towns will give a buff, that's right, and so will hills. Yeah, I don't know, there's... that doesn't look like a shadow, obviously. Like on the grass, shading it darker. Okay, I can see what you mean. Like grabbing one of these textures and doing this on the shaded edge. So if the light is coming from the right, they've been doing like that. I don't know. It's a little hard to... That's kind of what I was doing before, though. Yeah, that was me whistling, sorry. I know I'm, like, ruining the song, because you want to hear what the hell the instrument is. And my voice is at 200%, and the music's at only 100. So you probably hear blaring whistling on the songs. But honestly, I just need to keep myself entertained, because I've now been at this for 2 hours. Well, longer since I started streaming. Or before I started streaming, I was working on this, too. At the base of the hill... Kind of like that, I guess. I don't know if I love that, though. There's not a great way to do it. I don't really think it needs a big shadow. I don't think soft sloping hills really cast big shadows, to be honest. So, yeah, I think it's okay. Stretching out to make it more distinct. Thing is, if I had to hand paint every hill shadow, it would be... I don't know. It's just not going to look good with the tools I have. If an artist was doing it, they could do it better than I could. I'm just not equipped to do it. Did I consider having a shadow tool? I don't know if I need it, because like if I zoom in, look, there's shadows in the fences, there's a shadow with the house, there's a shadow with the wagon. There is no time of day, though, Humankind. It's a 2D game, so it's just very, very difficult to implement things like that. So the lighting is going to be static. Alright, what do I want to listen to next? I think it'll be okay, though, because, again, the main... No, I will not have night battles, Humankind. The main thing is, I really think the player's going to be focusing on their troops and their tactics and not too much of, like, environmental dynamics. This is a cool song. By the way, the perspective's completely off with this bridge. It's like tricking my brain because this looks top down and this looks like it's isometric. There's not much I can do about it. It is what it is, but yeah, that part is not great. I think the water looks better when it's kind of sloped a little more. Like this looks a little more convincing, I think. But the bridges are just, they stick out. I don't mind that entirely though. Yeah, that one's almost completely top down. I don't mind it entirely because when you march troops across a bridge, if the bridge was so angled that you could barely see the middle of it, then marching troops across bridges would be tough. So I think functionally for gameplay purposes, I'm more tolerant of the bridge angle. Because I think it should probably look more... Gosh. There's not really a good example, a good way to show it. But yeah, it's completely 2D, it's just a flat drawing. It's a little hard to get the perspective right. So I want to do texture painting now for all the villages and stuff. And I'm pretty sure this is regular grass, bright grass, overgrown grass, and then the same thing then repeats. Overgrown is last. No, it's not. It's third. That's bright overgrown. That's kind of cool. I like that color, actually. I'm just going to add little patches, actually, on low strength. Like this. Just to brighten things up in some random spots. Just doing a little bit of texture painting. Just make the grass look a little bit more dynamic. This one's a little more hip-hop. Kind of like hip-hop jazz. I like it, though. I like the green texture, the bright green around the lake. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's neat. It kind of makes it pop a little bit more. This one was sampled in a song that I don't really want to. Yeah, I won't click on that. It was sampled though. This one is kind of nice, honestly. Beans, you gotta play nice, man. You gotta play nice. Can't be rude to these little guys. Alright, so I did those grass patches. I think I could do some of these next, maybe. By the way, which do you guys like better for forests? Do you prefer a forest to have a texture like this, which is quite dark, right? Or more like a woodland floor? That's almost so subtle, though, that you can't even... Well, if I increase the strength, maybe. There we go. Strength is up there. Or do you prefer something more like this? I feel like the other texture I had was better because you could see it more, and I could just lower the strength a bit. Like, I feel like that's better for a forest. And you guys have to help me catch any forests I miss, because I'm sure I'm gonna forget a few. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I kind of did some blending with the two woodland textures. I think the best bet, honestly, is to lay down the more subtle texture first. Right? And then go for the other one. And then leave a couple patches where there are clearings. But then do it really dark where all the trees are kind of clustered. And this way you get these little open clearings like this where it's grass with a little dirt. Oh, this song's beautiful. Da 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 na na da na 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 na. You guys love that swamp. We gotta add the Shrek buildings. This looks too much like an S. I almost want to add just some more trees to it just to offset that. I think the texture painting's helping a lot. You see like bright patches, the hills, the forests. I think it's looking nicer like that. Oh man. Oh. Da, 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 da. These are all great songs, honestly. I don't know what I want to play next. I have Scottish folk music. I want to play the William Wallace song. That one's actually a good one. Where's Wallace? Where's me William Wallace song? Where are ye? I can't find him. You guys see him? Where's Wallace? What? I didn't add the William Wallace song to my Scottish folk playlist. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's get Wallace played. Oh yeah, here we go. Dum da dum dum.
When Scotland was in darkness under English Edward's heel, the rogues that led to leaders and to make the tyrant reel. He raised up his arm for freedom, showing nerve and Scottish steel. William Wallace, the Knight o' Elderslie. Sing now of Wallace, the Knight o' Elderslie, guardian of Scotland, of truth
And liberty.
with the loyal Andrew Murray royal frown. And mercenary traitors from Carlisle to London town knew of Wallace the Knight o' Elderslie. Sing
Now of Wallace.
Knight o' Elderslie, guardian of Scotland, of truth and liberty. But the skies grew black at Falkirk as the English arrows sped, and many a mother's son did lie among the bloody dead. And Menteith took Judas money that was placed upon the head of Wallace the Knight o' Elderslie. Sing now of Wallace the Knight o' Elderslie, guardian of Scotland, of truth and liberty. Then the noblest heart of Scotland was revealed for all to see, when they hacked him to pieces underneath the gallows.
Hacked him into pieces, man.
And slaughter cannot scar the
Do not hack
of
Wallace.
Knight o' Elderslie.
You can't hack the little guy, man. He's too small for this kind of stuff. Wallace is just a little dude.
Once again the land's in darkness as we hang our heads to mourn, and remember how the brave heart caused oppression's tide to turn. But Scotsmen, I stand ready and prepare for Bannockburn, thanks to Wallace the Knight o' Elderslie. Sing
Now of Wallace.
Knight o' Elderslie,
Who's Wallace? Did you say who's Wallace?
truth and liberty. William Wallace the Knight o' Elderslie, guardian of Scotland, of truth and liberty.
Wallace. You gotta fight for Wallace, man. You really gotta fight for him.
Then undying then.
Oh, rattle and roar and willie did he into the fair. Party sell his fiddle and buy some other ware. Where'ten we his fiddle the sort did lend as he. Rattle and roar and willie, you're welcome in to be. Oh, willie, come sell your fiddle, say fine. Willie, come sell your fiddle and buy a pint of wine. If I should sell my fiddle, the world would think I was mad. And he's the rattle and he's my fiddle and I
Okay, I have a bit of a conspiracy here. Colonel Beans, Humankind, and We Are you all the same person? Is that just one person on 3 accounts? Because you guys keep saying the same things and then backing each other up. And I just have a feeling all 3 of these people are the same person. Okay, you all answered immediately, perfectly, in sync with each other. You have no proof. Oh, and now he's getting defensive. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think these are the same people. Take back those claims. Now, you got called out, Mr. Colonel Beans. Why would you be so offended by that? Steven, isn't that suspicious? Am I right? It is sus. It is sus for sure. We are completely different. Nothing alike. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think these 3 people are the same. Who's the root account? I think Beans is the root account. And I think these guys are just there to repeat things he says so he can get more attention in the chat. I think that's true. Do you guys agree? Like, every time he would say something, they'd immediately all... Look, watch. Where is it? Yeah, we want the 7 years dating sim. Yeah, we want the 7 years dating sim. Yeah, we want the 7 years dating sim. Yeah, that is hilarious. We want the 7 years dating sim. Hey, yo, me and Colonel Beans, we have to make the 7 years dating sim. I feel like it's all the same person. Are you suggesting I'm not the main account? Yeah, we're cooked. I don't know, man. And they all have the same grammar. Look, nobody capitalizes anything. They only capitalize the I's. What's your favorite color then? Red, blue, green? Red, red, red. Oh, shit. The MOC conspiracy, yeah. Maybe Like Potatoes is also part of the Beans troop. We don't know, man. We really don't know. I bet he's got 3 computers right now. I mean, I don't really care, but... Chat lore, yeah. I think it's all the same person. I think... Remember when Beans... Do you remember when Beans said, "Be right back, I gotta go cry"? And he left for like 20 minutes and said, "Hey, I'm back with pizza." And then 2 new guys joined the chat and just immediately started copying everything he wrote. Let's make it as confusing as possible. Anything Beans says, we all have to like repeat. Like we are all a hive mind under Beans right now. We're all of his secondary accounts. Dum dum. Is this the same song? Yeah, it is. Thanks, Mr. Abkehabner. The Rhymer. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Merry, merry men in the morning. Alright, I have a test for you guys. I thought of a test. Humankind, Beans, and We Are You. Could you guys write out, like, long messages as quickly as you possibly can, all 3 of you at the exact same time? I want to see... I want to see if any of you are an extension of Mr. Bean. Now, if you're just copying and pasting stuff from online, that is not going to count. But rapid fire writing. I want to just see how much writing you can do all simultaneously as fast as you possibly can. And we're gonna see if we can notice. There's a 10-second time limit. Humankind, you're the only one doing it. Okay, he's rapid firing. No one else is typing. See. But then look, he stops, and then everyone else stops, and then it goes back to humankind. Look, do you guys see? Do you guys see this? He types a long message, then stop, then he does. It's not a conspiracy. I think I'm completely right on this. Do you guys believe me on it? I think it's. I caught him, man. He got caught red-handed. They could do it. You should be embarrassed, Beans, of making a bunch of faulty accounts. Absolutely caught. It's over. That's right. All right, and with your last comment, you'll be timed out for whatever that is. Beans isn't the main account. Well, I don't really care who is. I'm shutting it down. Humankind is a copy of Beans, yep. I think I got most of the forests. Stop making me have an existential crisis, yeah. I think I got all the forests. A lot to remember. Yeah, here's our map so far. I think this is looking pretty good. Look how big this is. Was that, what's his name? Was Rhett? Trying to see if two people are the same. Is he Veal? Cool. Now I need to go do city textures. Let's see what textures I have to work with. I've got a brighter grass, so I could just do occasional patches. I think the flowers would be more interesting though. Yeah, look at the flowers there. Yeah, I could do a little muddy grass in the cities. I'm just adding in the countryside just some patches of like flowers. Just some bright spots. Kind of just to break up the texturing a little bit. Okay. Add a town square. I think a lot of these are just villages. I don't really have towns on this map. Next time I do a map, I can do some of those. Okay, these are like dark patches now. So I'll do a few of these. So it just adds a little bit of color variation. And I'd like to do this in the towns too. It's very subtle, but if you're zoomed in and playing, you'll notice. Like you see that on the left there. Bum bum. Dum, 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 dum. That's a little too bright. Which makes me think I kind of want to go for this. Yeah. Dum ba-dum 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 bum bum ba-dum ba-da-da-dum ba-dum 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 bum bum ba-dum ba-bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum. And I'll do paths afterwards. That farmer's missing paths. How long has he been on timeout? I only set it for 5 minutes. His timeout is over, but he's probably on one of the other accounts and forgot. He's probably on his other fucking alt, and he didn't even realize his timeout was expired. And now he'll like suddenly write back because now I told one of his other accounts that he's ready to come back. Humankind, I didn't even tell you were an alt. I just said one of his alts. Oh, that is so funny, dude. It's just like I said. It's just like I said. First of all, I said, he's probably on one of his alts, and then immediately two of them said, no, I'm not on an alt. I didn't say that you were. I just said one of his alts, and then you just came and said that. And secondly, I then said, and now that he remembers his other account is no longer timed out, he's going to write something, and immediately, okay, but in all serious, I'm not on multiple accounts. Even if he is, even if he isn't, I don't care. I just think it's funny. I will continue to say it's true, even if it's not, just because I'm having fun joking about it, so. Charlie is my darling, my dumb chevalier. Colonel, you could hand me, like, real proper evidence, and I'll still just say it, because I'm just having fun. I don't really care. Jordi Welps. I'm liking the texture variation. Dum 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 dum. I could do a town after this if you guys want to, but I'd have to finish this map first. The next map I make could be a town, if you want. Dum da dum 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 da dum. It's very subtle, but I think it adds to it. If you're zoomed in, you don't even really notice, but like that, see how that flower patch is brighter? There's even like yellow dots in it. See the difference between that? It's nice and subtle. I'm pretty happy with the texture painting so far. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is do paths anywhere I need to. Lots of little paths, even patchy ones, just to show people are taking alternate routes. And these are called desire paths. Maybe somebody wanted to just cut across the field or go around, and it just makes it look a little more natural. Someone's coming around the fence. Somebody maybe came out from there. You know what? Maybe he came through the back of his garden, and he likes to collect water from the river. That could be a nice story there. This guy comes around. I'm gonna save as well. I already did a good job on that one. And Mackay. There on the Hawks of Crumdale. Okay, I think I did all the paths. Ah, Nico's got some corrections in. So... Oh, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see these. These are the old ones. And I don't even want to spoil it. These are the new ones. I don't even want to spoil it. Okay. So the new ones. Good, those are the same. This one here went from plain green. Now there's a nice sky behind them and they're blue. That's cool. Oh, that's kind of neat. The cannon fires and there's like dust behind it. The eye, I think, is the same. We got the motion lines going with this one. That's cool. The wolf is the same. I think the wolves always look good. This guy's now British officer. That guy's Austrian. Instead of that, where he wore green. Kind of brightens it up. The Spartan has these nice details behind it, instead of that. The hand used to be brown, but I want a white glove. I think that looks good. The white glove is a... I don't mind it. This guy used to look like that. Yeah, he was waving a white flag, which I prefer the green flag. For green means good, allied. I think this one's about the same, yeah. Ah, that's cool. The old version was just background, plain. And this is for rapid reload. And now it looks like a clock with a guy reloading, so that's really cool. That one's improved. That one's the same. The guy jumping the fence is now jumping over in an environment. We made him Austrian instead. How did this one change? We brighten up the background so you can see the blood, which I think is better there. Oh, there we go. Way better, look. Plain blue with a white flag. Now he's a Russian officer with a gold tricorn. I wanted him to create more variety, because look in the old one. Prussian, 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 Prussian. They're all Prussian, right? So I want to give some variety with blue coat, green coat, white coat, and so on. The Grenadier looks awesome. I like the burly. This guy's running. I like that. This one's cool, but I think he's got to bring in, like... That one's for fighting the Balrog. It's a Lord of the Rings reference. And I feel like it should be a little closer to kind of these. Okay, cool. Prussian as well. This guy's British. I like the British soldier behind the cover. Whip looks good. How did that used to look? Yeah, it used to be plain. Look how they used to look like this. Now they look like that. The wagon's now more accurate. And then look at this one. This one's confident. The trait is called confident. So it used to be that. And now... Oh, I love this, dude. Look at him. I think it's a better confident one. This one's zealous. That's cool. Lion is cool. These two are British now. And that one's Austrian. That one I kept the same. That's also Austrian. All right, a couple last corrections then. So, Austrian artillery uniform is brown. This one's fine. I'm gonna open up my other feedback there. The French. I don't know if he looks that French. What a different uniform that the French could... I think it's actually fine. This one's correct, that one's correct, that one's correct. This one still needs to be changed. Good. Is there any more detail lines we could do in the guy's jawline that, like... Like, is there... You know what I mean? Is there anything, like... That's good, that's good. That's good there. Good. 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 Good, good, good. Good, good. 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 Good, good. Good. Good, good, good. 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 Okay. That's like my only feedback, really. Let me also just check nationalities. Austrian, Russian, French, British, and Prussian. So we have Austrian there, so that's one for Austria. Green facing isn't really nationality. That's French. That's British. That's British. That is going to be British. That's Prussian. That's nothing. That is British. That is Prussian. That will be Russian. That is Prussian. That's Prussian. That's Austrian. That is Russian. That's Austrian. There. If the facings are blue and red, that'll look more French, because right now it looks too Austrian. Where was I? I was right there. That is Prussian. That is also Prussian. That is British. That is Austrian. That is Prussian. That's sort of generic. He's just wearing like a white Jaeger uniform. So France is only used like once. France and Russia are a little too common. I bet we could take two Prussians and replace them with a Russian and a French. So we want to replace two Prussians with... We want French and Russian. Which two drawings do you think we should turn to French and Russian? The Chad could be changed. I feel like I don't think of French people when I think of Chads, though, you know what I mean? Maybe he could be Russian. Because I don't see many green uniforms up close, besides the officer. Wasn't there supposed to be another Russian? The guy waving the flag should be French. Yeah, we could change him out. We could change him out. Make the flag white? No, because it's an officer skill. It's called steady men. I'm not making a French guy waving a white flag, guys. I think a generic green flag is fine, because it's just supposed to be like a friendly flag. Why don't we do this with him? French uniform with purple facings. One second. Let me just find an example. Because purple's a unique kind of color, you know? And there are French regiments that did wear purple. So I think it would just look cool. Okay, I found one that's not purple, but it's got a good uniform. Hold on. Please fix the bottom guy's smile. It's disturbing. What, this guy? The one above the lion? This guy's not smiling. That's a mustache. That's a mustache, dude. Yeah, that's a mustache. It's very disturbing, he says. Please fix it. Black is cool for facings as well. Black and red, that's kind of neat. I'm looking for the purple regiment. Oh, that one's got purple. This one's cool. I feel like the white, though, won't look good against the green back or the blue background. I feel like he... Nah, I'm going to keep him the same. Make the mustache brown. They put black wax on the mustache to make it pitch black. All mustaches, you'll notice white powdered wig, always a black mustache. Eyebrows would be brown. You'd have brown eyebrows, white powdered wig, and a black mustache. For the Prussians, always mustache is black with wax. I'm trying to look for a good French and Russian. I feel like push on should be maybe French. Because they're just pushing their men. And then the uniform I want to go with. There, purple facings for him. And then maybe Fortify should be Russian. Fortify here is actually Russian. Green sleeve, red. And by the way, the things they did at Borodino, same thing at Zorndorf in the 7 Years' War. So I already did that reference, technically. I also don't like how the British have both gold facings here. Is there another British soldier anywhere? Look, gold facing, gold facing, gold facing. Why don't we do change to blue facings, and we'll change this one. Change to white facings, or what's another British facing color? It could be black, but I don't like black on the uniform. I think maybe green could work. That might look a little weird. Yeah, you guys are saying green. Let's do that. Change to... What's cool about that is if you do green facings, The red and green could also pass for Russian, which gives it a bit more spillover, which is kind of cool. Do a green jacket, you said? Well, we're already doing green jackets like here, and I'm going to add another one. We're actually going to change another one to... Why don't we change the Chad to Russian? Because I'm pretty sure, isn't that model Russian? Isn't like this guy Russian here? That's what it's based off of. Yeah, we don't have enough bright green uniforms. We have lots of red uniforms, lots of white uniforms, blue uniforms. Where are the green ones? There's one green uniform. So if we can have both of these guys in green, I think that would be good. So we can change his to a green jacket. All right, I think we're good on this. We'll go back to the map. Okay, desire paths I did. Tree clutters I did. Set up terrain. I think we're on zones now. Wow, okay. All right, is there anything else you guys want to add? Because I think I'm actually done. So let's look through the map. I'm okay with some empty areas, because look here, imagine lining up 2 full regiments firing in the field. But imagine you put a bunch of trees and cluttered it. It would kind of ruin it. So this is like a cool battleground, I think. More hills. I could see the case for more hills. But if you zoom out, look how many there technically are. Should we add like 3 more? Sunken roads. I don't know if we could do a sunken road. That'd be cool, but I don't think I really can do it. I could try for a couple more hills. I just don't have many good spots right now. That's not a bad spot for one. There's one more hill. And I'll put just one more. Like, Germany is relatively flat, so I don't want a ton of hills. I'm pretty happy with the amount we got, honestly. A military camp. I could do a little military camp. This is at half density, this is at full density, but there's really no difference. Yeah. They kind of do the same thing. Are the hills decorative? They do modify stats. Hills are useful. Hills will be very useful, honestly. They may actually give the best stat buffs of any terrain. It's getting the high ground. Actually, you know what? The tents would be lined up. They wouldn't be this disorganized, right? Okay, and I'll have like a bunch of chopped down trees, like the military's been taking the trees and doing stuff with them. Not all the trees. I'll still have a couple. There. They kind of have a little path off to their camp. There you go. You have a military encampment at the bottom. And we could do another military encampment at the top somewhere. Maybe like here. Okay. So we got the military camps. Got lakes and rivers. I think I'm done with the map. Oh, man. I think for shallow crossings, we should decorate them. You can't cross rivers, but you can cross the shallow rivers. So these aren't shallow, right? But notice this really thin one that's a darker color here. This one you can cross. See how it flows into the main river? This one you need a bridge for. This one you can just walk across anywhere, but it'll slow you down. If you zoom out, you can kind of see the context of those smaller creeks. Same with this little one. That's a creek. And then that little one's a creek as well. If they're dark and small. We have to add what? What did I just say we forgot to add? Oh, in the shallow crossings, there need to be clutter so you know where the shallows are. Okay. Like this. See that now you know it's crossable. I want to get a log, but it didn't. There we go. Of course, the whole thing is crossable, but just shows you, just emphasizes that's like a more dedicated crossing zone. See you, Brazilian. Oy, okay. Yeah, I think I'm done with this map. I'd have to do zones next. All right, I'm gonna wrap. Well, okay. Before I wrap up, I'm gonna show off. How about this? We show off part of a map, and then I wrap up, and I go do the data on my own. What part of the map do you want to see being played on? If you could select a section. Do you guys have any favorite section? It's a bit hard to tell, like, what's what. But is there any section? I'm thinking maybe, like, this kind of area could be cool to see played on. Because I can basically load this into a battle and show you. Maybe something like this could be cool. Okay, I think that's all we have to do.
Oh, we have an error. That sucks. I won't be able to show you, unfortunately. Deployment group. What did I do wrong? Okay, I have all the zones on. Oh, that's LB. Why is this LB? LA. I always make a little mistake like that. Alright, we're gonna see what this looks like in battle, okay? And then I'll wrap up. Because I'm done. I just have to do zones, and zones are gonna be so boring and I'm tired, so I might as well eat and then do it after. And not be on stream for that. And by the way, the AI is going to be kind of dumb in this example. It's not done yet, obviously. There we go. We're in. Here we go. Oh, this army is way too big. It's a giant army. What's the enemy got? They've got a normal force. Look how much brighter it is in battle, by the way, compared to in the editor. It's cool that you can see the town on the edge. We're just playing on one section of the map I made. Here's a hill. It looks a little flat when I'm on it, but when I'm not on it, it looks like a real hill. But you could just put like one regiment on top there. Do they actually go in the wheat? Yeah, look, the feet get covered up in the wheat field. Isn't that cool? I'll keep these guys in reserve in the back. There's the enemy. There's a swamp. Everything's a little fast, so I'll definitely slow everything down, like the units, later on. Uh-oh. The dragoons, or what are they doing? They're attacking. Oh, okay, well they're just hanging out, not friendly, next to each other now. We're gonna flank the side of the hill. Alright, everything's working pretty well, isn't it? Like, this looks pretty decent. I mean, obviously there's problems, but I don't know, I think it's in good shape right now. It's cool seeing these guys run away through the farm. I'm gonna clean them up. There we go, I cleaned them all up, took them prisoner. Yeah, I'm surprised how well this is working right now. The fact that we just like finish the map and we can go in and play this quickly and everything's just working is really cool. Take the hill. Oh, they're mupped up. Alright, that was cool. I like how they run off, too. Cool, that was neat. That, like, all worked. There's no marching sounds right now. Look at them dead in the wheat field. The Fry infantry have such cool uniforms. Look how the trouser color and the vest color is the same color as the facings. That was cool. Well, thank you guys for joining me. It's neat that this was just a small section of the map, and that fit like 16 regiments pretty well. All right, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. I think the stream was very productive. Take care.